There's a unified theme to this concert. This is all music that comes from the Scandinavian and Baltic countries, and it is all composed in the 20th century. There are basically three different types of music on the concert. There's the type represented by Edvard Grieg, which is called National Romantic. These composers were very, very interested in the folk music and languages of their native countries and adapted musical style of the German Romanticism to their native melodies and rhythms and dance forms. Then there's a kind of music that's a sort of minimalism, based in a national style, but is very angular and abstract and not so rooted to like springtime on the fjords or something like that.
Another one was that when you have the two eighth notes, it's not de-us, it's de-us. The first one is accented, the second one you get off of. You still articulate it, you still put on a strong S, but you sing it at about 1/3 the volume of the first note. Everybody understand that? It's not de-us, it's de-us. Okay, let's do it again.
And then we have a third strain, that comes from the eastern part of this region. First of all, the Finnish composer Rautavaara, and then two Estonian composers, Sisask and Pärt. They have a very distinctive non-Nordic approach to what they do, based on melodies and rhythms that are indigenous to the eastern Baltic region. And to our ear, they sound angular and modern and dissonant, but rhythmically very powerful. Doing a cycle of 4 pieces by Edvard Grieg. They're called Fire salmer, which means 4 hymns, and they're Grieg's last composition before his death.
Himmelen ingången, where are we now? Och tåg så fängslet fangen. Och tåg så fängslet fangen.
The language in which these hymns was originally sung is something that we now would call Dano-Norwegian. Norway was owned by Denmark for a long time. The church was run with the Danish language, government was run with the Danish language, all writing was in the Danish language, which is very related to Norwegian, but pronounced a good deal differently.
Men tänk, jeg her, jeg her, jeg her, jeg her. Iblant så mange dragende svärd.
Everybody?
Men tänk, jeg her, jeg her, jeg her, jeg her, jeg her. Iblant så mange dragende svärd. Yes, very nice.
Next page.
We have a coach who's working with us who happens to know this bokmål, this book language, and works with us line by line, both to help us understand what the words mean specifically, word for word, and also how to pronounce it, because it's often not pronounced the way it looks on the page. We're very fortunate to have a resource person like this, who's so willing to spend the time with us.
Med munn og hånd, ja, sjel og ånd.
Grieg very successfully understands what his own music is about. And because he has a good education in the German Romantic style, he's able to synthesize something which is very special. It isn't simple folk music, but it's definitely not German 19th century choral music. It's something that is profoundly special and some of the best choral music in the 19th century tradition. This music is so appropriate for the time of year at which we're performing it. In November, the days are getting much shorter, the nights getting longer, bad weather closing in, and the music comes through as light. Light in the darkness, the way the northern lights light up the sky at night during that time of year. Because the music is like grace that comes into this very dark time of year.